Hello, welcome back to the stage. Um, Last time we didn't get a whole lot of story. Um, and it was a little disappointing when you're playing an hour at a time and the story only advances slightly, as far as like the horror plot of the story. It's a little disappointing. Part of that's because of me rambling on about nonsense. I understand that. But also, it's also difficult to complain when we spent most of the episode chatting with some of my favorite characters in the whole game series, Wolf and Hans. So, you know, it is, on the one hand, maybe not the best for content purposes, but those two soothe my soul. They're like chicken soup for the soul, Hansi and Wolf. Um, and I love the continuity or the implication of continuity between the games. And the idea of Wolf being like, you guys went through so much together, talking about me and Hans, or even talking about our history together, or alluding to it without knowing what games a player has played before. I imagine you can only just hint at our history together. But I appreciate it. Okay, well, let's get in. Let's get right in. All right, Alex. Man, I still don't understand why Alex got to go with them and not me, and why he didn't just stay home. If only for Jimmy. I mean, I understand from a narrative perspective why that happened because this is a text-based game and it doesn't make sense if I'm at the concert with them and the stuff is happening. But also the way I've been reading the description for this game, and the way the description's written, it does make it sound like you are at the festival with your friends. Which is a little weird. Oh, and her mom likes tea. That's the other thing we learned last time. Like, her one character trait is that she likes tea. Oh, and this whole thing with the store popping up all the time. Haven't gotten that figured out. How to make that not happen. Okay. Look, isn't that beautiful? I thought the picture might cheer you up a bit while the others are tinkering with Herbert. I can't look at it, Alex. I can't. Wow. That is kind of pretty. Looks great. Sorry, but I have other things on my mind right now. Cheesy, but kind of pretty. Wow, that looks great. I'm glad you love it too. There's something calm about it, you know? Yeah, why are you texting me? Why are you doing this? Makes you want to take a deep breath. You make me want to take a deep breath. I wanted to ask you something else. Yeah? What is that? Look, in the sign, I was disappointed that we didn't know why me and Sevi broke up the whole time, and it was implied, and it made it really hard to know if I wanted to get back together with him. But I now know why me and Alex broke up, and I'm not happy about it. Like, I just don't care. I just think it was such a cop-out and such an immature way to approach a relationship. And if we are the same Indigo who has been through all this stuff with Wolf, we are probably getting close to somewhere in our, like, almost 30 now, like, late 20s, 30s. And so for you not to be mature enough in a relationship to talk with your partner about a decision, like moving across the world, to, like, talk through that decision with your partner and, like, can we make this work? Do you want to make this work? Do you want to set off on our own and try something different? If you can't do that, then I don't want to hear, like, I reread his email after I stopped playing the other day, and it was just like, me, me, me. I don't know. It doesn't sound like, hold on, let's look at this email because oh my god, this is so annoying. This pop up all the time. Like, every time I click on anything, it comes up. How do I move that button? Um, okay. So in the email, I'm not gonna read through the whole thing again, but I've thought about it a lot since we broke up 2 months ago, but okay. I mean, that is a while, I guess. That's a lot of thinking. I'm sorry I hurt you. I decided to go abroad back then because I thought it would be best for both of us. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to do you justice. That part makes sense. But then this last part, I hope one day you will find someone who can give you the love and closeness you deserve, even if I didn't manage that. Thank you for everything you have given me. You will always have a special place in my heart. He's been out of this relationship, right? Like, he's out of it. Like, somebody who will give you the love and closeness you deserve, he doesn't love me as much as I love him. Like, that's what I read into that. Like he doesn't love me as much as my character loves him, right? Because I mean, it's obvious by not talking things over with his partner, but also like, I don't know, but then just him being like, this the reason I did this isn't because I don't love you. Yes, it is. It is because you don't love me, and that's okay. But stop making it worse by like continuing to be like, I still love you. I just don't want you to move across the world with me, which is fine. Maybe I don't want that either. But to make that decision without even asking, I don't know. I don't think you love me. And so why are we still doing this? Why are we still like, why can't you just give this girl, this character, this indigo that I'm playing, why can't you just give her like space to figure it out and to realize that like you don't love her and that's okay. She deserves better. She deserves better than somebody who makes big life altering decisions without consulting his serious long-term partner. Not asking her permission, not getting like only deciding to go if she says it's okay, but talking about what that is going to look like. Like, that's all I'm saying. I get it. You got to do that dream job thing for you. We're not married, we don't have kids. I get it. But to make a decision like that without being like, what does the future look like for us? And just unilaterally deciding that yourself. It's just like being that person who orders dinner for your partner, like every dinner for the rest of their life. They will never get to be out with you and decide for themselves what they want to eat. Like, I feel like that's the kind of person Alex is. And I find it frustrating. And so when he's like, oh, I want to say something else, I'm like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? With Sevi, I was like, oh, poor Sevi, he misses me. But with Alex, I'm just like, what do you want? I don't care. Look, Ruben has a crush on me. So maybe I'll go that direction. Maybe there's somebody else. I don't know. Maybe I can go somewhere other than my circle of friends. Maybe I can take Andreas back. Maybe he's the one that got away. Still open to that. It's been a few years, but I really think he's the one that got away. Okay. What did you want to ask me? Let me guess, you're secretly trying to persuade me to come to the festival? I'm all ears. Oh dear, what's next? I'm all ears. Well, yes, Alex. Don't do it. Don't. I don't even know where to start. It just feels so weird to be writing with you again. Yeah, we should stop. Yeah, we shouldn't be doing this anymore. Somehow familiar, but also different, I didn't really want to talk about this, but how are things going with Ruben? He seems to make a real effort. Do you think you two, I mean, that's none of your business. You broke up with me 2 months ago, man. I mean, Robin means a lot to me, but I'm not sure I'm ready for anything new yet. Why are you interested? Jealous? I never really thought about it till now I was with you. One thing's for sure, he's totally into you, I can tell. I know, so can Jimmy, apparently, because Jimmy was saying that too. I just wanted you to know. I mean, if things work out with Robin, he just keeps sticking the knife in further. Like, on the one hand, it's cool, but on the other hand, he brought it up. And he's like, I don't actually care. There's some weird pronoun issues in this game. Is it this game that had the pronoun issue? It's confusing. Yeah, because the boss, it was it was Jimmy's boss, right? Who, like, the pronoun was like he and then she, and then, because I read ahead. I don't want to stand in your way, do you understand? The thought does hurt, I have to admit. Robin raves so openly, and I sit here and think to myself, he used to be mine. Robin? Robin? Robin used to be yours? Come on, be fair. Robin really likes me, and at least he's open about it. Don't worry so much. You are and always will be an important part of me. Ugh, no. You've made your choice, and now you have to deal with it. You made your choice, and now you have to deal with it. Sorry. You're right. I don't get that immediate feedback of, like, the relationship worsened, so it's easier for me to say things like that in this game. I said at the time that we have to let go, and now I realize that it's not as easy as I thought. Still, if Robin is really important to you, then that's fine. My greatest wish is that you are happy, even if it's hard for me to watch it all. Great, but you have to deal with that yourself. Like, you have to deal with that privately and by yourself. Like, sorry. I'm not the person you can lean on about that. I'm just not. Sorry. Sounds like I had to spend the last 2 months dealing with this myself without talking to you about what I was going through, even though it's very confusing. You just making decisions unilaterally that affect both of us on both of our behalf. So, I don't care how you feel about me and Robin dating. You're going to be abroad anyway. Who cares? Mission accomplished. Luckily, it was just a loose cable. I fixed it, and Herbert now runs quiet as a mouse. Awesome. I miss the horn a bit now. It was kind of funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Funny. That thing almost drove me crazy. That makes it funnier, Ron. Guys, you think I'm completely crazy. But while you were trying to shut Herbert up, I made the most of the opportunity. I've just come up with a new song. I swear it has hit potential. Is it about Herbert?
The bus with the honk honk, he always goes honk honk. Herbert, the greatest bus alive. Herbert with the honk honk, the bus with the honk honk, he always goes honk honk. Herbert, the greatest bus alive. Herbert with the honk honk drive. Herbert with the honk honk drive.
Okay, 2 things. 1, that sounds like the opening theme song for, like, a Disney kids show about a van named Herbert or bus or whatever who honks all the time. 2, did I hear polka under there? I swear I heard, like, some polka sounding music underneath that. I guess 3 things, because I had a third thing. No, pretty much just those 2, yeah. Kids show and polka. Yeah, no, just 2 things. Beyonce can quit. Beyonce can quit. I thought we were, like, hardcore rockers. I'm telling you, this will go viral. Herbert is becoming a legend. Please, no more hits. Herbert's becoming a legend. Rock and roll! This is so crazy that it could work. Niels, your genius. He's not. Like, seriously, that song sounds like the theme song to a kids show. I thought we were rockers. When I get home, I'll re-record the track in the studio. I don't see any potential there whatsoever. I hate agreeing with Ron, but I have to agree with Ron. I hate the thought of that, but I have to agree with Ron. Ron, can you keep your stupid comments to yourself? Yeah, see? Like me. Be like me, where you think it, but you don't say it to the chat. At least Niels has the courage to pursue his dreams. Oh, he's pursuing his dreams. That's what he's going to say next. I am pursuing my dream, Sophie. You're my dream. Exactly. Niels is a musician who lives for his passion. And what are you, Ron? A guy who buys tickets because he can't get attention any other way? Thanks, guys, but I can handle it. Ron only makes a fool of himself with comments like that. 'Cause that song is so awesome? Is that what you're trying to say? You go your own way, Nils. Don't let something like that get you down. But it's not just about you, Nils. Things like that just annoy everyone. Enough already. Let's stop this before it gets out of hand. Don't let something like that get you down. He wasn't, but whatever. You're all pretty sensitive. I only meant it as a joke. You're pretty obnoxious. Okay, enough with the chatter. Herbert's ready for the rest of the journey. Then start driving. We can chatter while you drive. Jimmy, my buddy, my friend, I love you. You're a cool best friend, and I like having you. Who's Luca? Who is Luca, and why is he saying, hey, sweetie? Was he a one-night stand? Because it did say choose between old love and a one-night stand or something. And I thought it was or like new love at a festival is what the description said. And I'm like, but I'm not at the festival. Why would I have a new love at the festival? But I think there was also something about a one-night stand. So I wonder if Luca was a one-night stand. I have a secret from myself because I didn't know that I'd had a one-night stand since I'd broken up with Alex. But why wouldn't I? I'm young and single. And I can do what I want. And honestly, I wish Indigo from the sign did more of that. I get the feeling she didn't, but I wish she did. She deserved it. Okay. Everyone back on board. It's festival time. Next stop, spring breakout. Neat. All right, here's Luca. Oh my God. Hey, sweetie. I'm like a good wine, hard to resist. Ooh, you're a cat person. Aw, cute cat. But I'm a dog person. And all my other partners in these games have been dog people too. Is it? Luca is your work colleague and has completed a few exciting projects with you. He's funny and ambitious, which makes working with him enjoyable. You get on well, but there are those little moments when you wonder if there might be more between you two. I mean, you mean moments like when he slides into my messages and says, "Hey, sweetie." He's also very cute. Of course, I mean my favorite colleague. I haven't figured out. Would you like to chat a bit? Mwah. I would. Sure, I'd love to. Sorry, this isn't a good time. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Super. I can already tell how boring the next 2 weeks will be without you. Why am I not at work? Heard you're staying at home during your time off. Are you at least making yourself comfortable? Yeah, I'm gonna grab some drinks with my friend Wolf tomorrow, some beers. Thrilled about that. Um, I'm trying. I'll relax a bit, watch a few series. Come on, it can't be that bad without me. It's pretty boring. Hanging out alone is not really my thing. Come on, it can't be that bad without me. Well, to be honest, it's pretty dull without our little jokes in the office. I miss your sense of humor. Huh. Yeah, work without your work friend sucks. And work without your work crush, like, kind of sucks too. I miss you a bit too, to be honest. I didn't know I would leave such an impression. I'm glad to get some distance, especially from the chaos in the office. I miss you a bit too, to be honest. But I'm not coming back to work. I'm on vacation. I feel the same way. Somehow it's strange that you're not here. Maybe we can do something together outside of work. Sure, but I'm getting beers with Wolf tomorrow, so after that, just the two of us. Now that I'm finally separated from my stupid ex, I can just enjoy the single life. You mean you're finally separated from your girlfriend? Or your boyfriend? Because you're not separated from your ex. They're your ex now that you're separated. I've had enough of relationships for now. You're also single at the moment, right? Didn't you just say you've had enough of relationships? So what do you think? Two work colleagues just having a bit of fun? Wait, what are you asking? Why not? Do you have something specific in mind? I don't know. This could get complicated. Sorry, Luca, you're nice, but I think we should leave things as they are. Why not? Do you have something specific in mind? I've already got a few ideas. Can we feed ducks in the park and a picnic? My ex always took everything so seriously, and now I just want to live. You know what I mean? Just have fun without any drama. Okay? Oh no, our colleague Petra is getting on my nerves again. I swear I could write a book about how she drives me up the wall every day. Weren't you just saying no drama, have fun without any drama? Now you're complaining about Petra? Are these our jokes you're talking about? Is this my humor you miss? How she drives. Yesterday he acted super cool again as if he knew everything better. But is Petra he or she? What is going on? Never mind, long story. You really need to teach me some good tactics to deal with it. I can't take it anymore. Noise canceling headphones. Sure, I'll be happy to help you. Together we'll quickly sort her out. Petra is just the way she is. You can only try not to take her seriously. As annoying as she is, I think we'll have to live with this for a while. What did she do? Acted super cool, as if she knew everything better. Just have fun without any drama. Oh no, our colleague Petra is getting on my nerves again. Where? He made it sound like she's like annoying him right now, like right this second. What time is it? Is it like real life time? I don't think so. 6. So he's probably out of work. I don't know what we do for work, but I'm assuming he's out of work. It's like 6:42. So, did you want to have fun without any drama, or did you want to talk about work drama? She's just the way she is. You can only try not to take her seriously. True, but sometimes that's easier said than done. I know, but then for those times, noise canceling headphones. I have to call it a day for now, but I'll write to you again later. Looking forward to it. Talk to you later. Also looking forward to it. Have fun with Petra. Also looking forward to it. I'm bored, man. And single. And maybe shouldn't just raid my friend group for my romantic partners. Indigo. Wolf. Hi, my love. Speaking of raiding my friend group. I took a closer look at the metadata of Fear Scary Movie, and you won't believe what I found. Why do I have the feeling I don't want to hear this? If you tell me now that the doll has an OnlyFans account, I'm out. Knock yourself out, I'm curious. If you tell me now the doll has an OnlyFans account, I'm out. No, but it's almost as scary. But before I go any further, here's a little crash course in metadata. The date on which the video is recorded is automatically saved in each video, and the alleged recording date of Fear's video is in the future. The date points to the day after tomorrow. What? Excuse me, in the future? How's that supposed to work? Pretty spooky. Fear apparently has a time machine. Okay, that's creepy. It's the day the festival will start. Excuse me, in the future? How's that supposed to work? Can you manipulate the metadata? Well, either the guy is a noob and has set his system clock wrong, or Fear is cleverer than we thought, and he's specifically trying to draw our attention to the state, or he is a time traveler. They did play around with the concept of time travel a little bit in Orphans. There is a little bit of time travel in Orphans. Some gentle, some gentle time manipulation. I'm beginning to wonder if someone has caught wind of my little lottery optimization. And now he wants to, I don't know, warn us, threaten us. But I got the questions right in the quiz. Like, I still knew my stuff, still earned it. I was sweating. I was like, whew, oh, I don't know these answers. I don't know if I can Google fast enough. Who says fear is a guy and not a woman? Yeah, because that's the time for this. Also, this game's so messed up with its pronouns, I don't think it matters. You really think someone noticed that? How likely is that? But maybe it's just a coincidence? Sounds like trouble. How likely is that? I mean, you're a pro. You're the best at this. And you love it when we tell you that. So I'm going to keep telling you that. I would say as high as a full house in poker. But it is not completely out of the question. Right, because a full house in poker is pretty high chance. I mean, it's a non-zero chance. What really puzzles me is the state and the warning. Nothing is as it seems. The shadows hide more than the light reveals. Sounds to me more like someone is trying to warn us about the festival. So I took a closer look at the festival website. The first thing I noticed, tickets for the festival were strictly limited this year. There were only half as many tickets as in previous years. And despite costing almost three times as much, the tickets sold out in record time. In this economy? And Sophie and the others were really lucky, even if Ron is a total douchebag. Seems like they want to make the festival particularly exclusive. Sounds like fewer tickets, more hype, more money. Sounds like they want to make it particularly exclusive, but why? At least it looks like this. Some marketing is obviously working. The organizer is making so many announcements on social media. An unprecedented spectacle. The ultimate festival experience. Unprecedented spectacle is not what you want to hear. Our concert's going to be an unprecedented spectacle. Spectacle is usually a word that's associated with like negative stuff. So, that's not good. And as a highlight, a huge firework display at the finale, supposedly the biggest ever at the festival. Now I understand why people are going crazy. Sounds almost too perfect. I bet half of it's just talk. Great, the one time I'm not going, it'll be the event of this century. Sounds almost too perfect. I bet half of it. I'm like missing his point. All the options that I'm giving are like missing his point. I know, it sounds too good to be true. So rebels are setting the bar extremely high too. They promise a performance like never before. And to top it all off, they have written a brand new song especially for the festival. There is even a countdown on their social media. So fans are going completely crazy. Yeah, this sounds like a recipe for like, I don't know, Fire Festival or something. Wow, this will certainly be the festival of a lifetime for Sophie. I am not getting the point, am I? Am I like this dense? Now the hype makes even more sense. Perfect. I'm gonna get my air guitar and pretend I'm in the middle of it. I'm missing his point. I know I'm missing your point. One thing made me wonder though. The festival was moved at the last minute from the original venue to a remote area. In the middle of nowhere. No Wi-Fi, no infrastructure, not even decent roads. The official explanation. Nature provides the setting for an unforgettable combination of music and adventure. Sounds like we save money and pretend it's intentional. First the overpriced limited tickets, and now a sudden change of location. Kind of strange, isn't it? It's not that sudden. My friends are not going to the old venue, they're going to the new one. They probably want to make it exclusive and idyllic. I kind of want to say the first one, but I do want to show him that I'm understanding what he's getting at. And that's not all. Some acts have canceled their appearance at the festival. No wonder. Who wants to perform in the middle of nowhere? That's odd. Do you know why? Do you think it has anything to do with this ominous video? That's odd. Do you know why? No, there has been no comment so far. I'll see what's going on behind the scenes. Who knows, maybe fear has something to do with it's a festival after all. Kinda seems like it. You know, it all sounds weird, but there doesn't have to be anything big behind it. Let's keep calm for now and not panic. Sophie has been so excited about this, we shouldn't mess it up. I'll let you know when I know more. Thank you, Wolf, I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I won't tell Sophie anything. Please don't use the words we're in really deep shit. Thank you, Wolf, I'm counting on you. You can, as long as I have Wi-Fi. Enough chatter, I'll get to work now. Fear, his dolls, and this VIP festival in the boonies. I will try to make sense of it. Titiwaya, until then, take a deep breath and stay calm. Okay, but we're still getting beers tomorrow, right? Ron. This mother effer. Hey, there's my favorite part of the person from the group. Apart from Sophie, of course. Let's have a little chat. Well, this sounds intimidating. I don't want to. Look at that. To what do I owe the... I thought it said, to what do I owe the horror? To what do I owe the horror? To what do I owe the honor? Ron, what do you want? I'm not really in the mood to chat with you. What do you want? I'm not in the mood to chat with you, but I want to play the game. I want to see everything the game. Honestly, I have to ask you something. How do I get in touch with your cousin? You are. She's on the same van as you. So just say, hey, Sophie. I know you're not the biggest fan of mine. But, you know, we could improve that. You help me make a good impression on your cousin. And in return, I'll make sure that Sophie will have the best time at the festival. What do you think? No. What exactly do you mean by we'll have the best time? Are you serious? You want my help so you can keep playing the generous guy? You really are the worst. Just stay away from her. Are you serious? Were you the one who always wanted the best for Sophie? Yeah. Exactly. I want the best for Sophie. That's not you. That ain't you. Yes, and it's definitely, yeah, exactly, not you. Couldn't you have asked me to help you normally instead of waving your money around? You are and always will be an asshole. Couldn't you have asked me normally to help you normally instead of waving your money around? You're right. I'm sorry. That was stupid. Well, at least we agree on that. All right, Ron, but next time just ask directly. Apology accepted, but it doesn't change my opinion. Stupid is an understatement, Ron. That was just disrespectful. Apology accepted, but it doesn't change my opinion. Okay, I see. But I thought he was going to say, do I still have a chance with you? And I'm like, excuse me? I am nobody's consolation prize. And also, no, I hate you for Sophie and I hate you for me. But I also hate you for Sophie, so I don't know if you still have a chance of me helping you. I promise I'll do better this time. All right, I'm in, but pull yourself together a bit, will you? No, Ron, you've blown your chance. You don't seriously think Sophie would put up with someone like you? Okay. I don't want Ron and Sophie to end up together. I don't care if he has real feelings for her. I don't like the look of it. I don't like the rich guy throwing his money around, forcing himself on this girl, and then her eventually giving in, and that being like a real great love story and playing a role in it. But the game's gonna do what the game wants to do. Like, I probably can't keep this from happening. But what I can do is work behind the scenes to maybe make Ron less of an asshole so that everyone else can enjoy their trip, right? If I'm like, hey, Sophie doesn't like if you do this, then maybe he'll be less of a jerk and everyone else can have fun except Alex. I hope Alex doesn't have fun, but everyone else can have fun. And so this is definitely me rationalizing what the game wants me to do, and I want to play the game the way that I want to explore what the game has to offer. And so I don't want to cut off this conversation with Ron right now and then risk not having missing out on future things that might be interesting, or maddening, but that honestly can be interesting too. But I don't want to encourage this. I just don't think it's okay that if a girl rejects you a billion times, if a girl rejects you more than once or twice even, or a guy rejects you, I don't think it's okay to keep being this persistent. And I don't think it's okay to ask their loved ones to help you as though you're their only option. Ugh. All right, pull yourself together a bit. So yeah, that's my thought process, is for the sake of making everyone's time maybe a little more tolerable. Thank you, Indigo. I will. I am grateful for any support from you. It's enough if you put in a good... No, I'm not going to I'm not putting in a good word with you. No. That's not what I said. With Sophie. Just tell her I'm not so bad. And then I have a good heart. That always works, believe me. Oh man, Ron, you just never get it, do you? Okay, I'll try, but don't expect too much. Maybe it'll work. I can see what I can do. You just never get it, do you? Okay, that came out wrong again. Damn, I just love your cousin so much. I've never felt like this before, and I really want to change. So yeah, sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, this is the angle. This is the only angle I'm willing to work. The whole, let's work on you, Ron. I'm not working on Sophie. So yeah, sorry. I'm really sorry, okay? Thank you for wanting to help me anyway. I'll be in touch again later. Okay. We're only going to work on you. We're not working on Sophie. Sophie's opinion of you is going to change because of how you change, not because of anything I say. You will change, and then maybe Sophie will like you. It's the only acceptable outcome for this if you want my help. You can get somebody else's help if you want somebody to just put in a good word for you. Here I am again, Indigo. My voice hasn't recovered. Back from digital sleep mode and freshly recharged. In other words, now I can talk your ear off again. And I've discovered something that will knock your socks off. Wonderful. What is it? I hope you don't mean that literally. I hate cold feet. Hans, please be so kind and get straight to the point. Knock yourself out, Hans. I can wait. I hope you don't mean that literally. I hate cold feet. No, I'm a bot, not Jigsaw from Saw. But I know him reasonably well. Huh, he just happens to be online. Wait a moment. What? All right, I'll wait. Oh no, what are you up to now? Jigsaw online? Hans, please. You don't believe that yourself. Oh no, what are you up to now?
We're going to play a game. All your life, you've carelessly thrown your socks on the floor, treating them like worthless trash. You've ignored them and never truly appreciated them. But today, you will pay for your negligence. You stand before an unremarkable drawer. Inside, there are 6 white socks and 8 black socks. But the room is pitch dark. You can't see. You can only feel. The question is simple. How many socks do you have to pull out in total darkness, at most, to be sure of getting a matching pair? Time is running. You have exactly 15 seconds to give me the correct answer. If you fail, you will seal your fate. A life in icy cold, never feeling warm feet again. The clock is ticking. Cold or warm, the choice is yours.
2. 2 pairs. 3 socks.
Correct. You only need to pull 3 socks out of the drawer to get a matching pair.
Right.
With that, you've proven that you're not completely lost. But be warned, this was only the first step. Every decision you make has consequences, and time will tell whether you are ready to learn from your mistakes. You have faced this challenge, but are you also prepared to pay the true price? The darkness still surrounds you, and the games have only just begun. Do you want to continue, or would you rather freeze?
Why is he being so creepy? Hans, why are you being so creepy? Isn't that what other parts of the game are for? Yeah, I was thinking 2 pairs because they're only black or white, which means how many do you have to pull to guarantee that you're grabbing 2 pairs or 1 pair of the same color? That's a different question. But if it's just like how many do I have to pull to guarantee that I definitely have 2 matching ones? Yeah, 3 or 2 pairs if they're already like paired together. But yeah, 3 socks, obviously. Because either you grab 3 black socks, you grab 3 white socks, or you grab some combination. But either way, there will be 2 of one of the 2 colors in there. It's a really good explanation, but I feel like it's a pretty easy problem to solve. It might not be, I don't know. Is this it? That's all? Why is that the end? So you've discovered something that will knock my socks off. And then we had that side conversation about, but what have you discovered that will knock my socks off? Jigsaw? How is that the end of our conversation with Hans? Oh no, what are you up to now? Oh wait, that was me. It's a piece of cake. Make it a bit trickier next time. Well, Hans, you're speechless now, aren't you? Hans, please, it was obvious that was you behind the mask. Well, Hans, you're speechless now, aren't you? Absolutely. I am stunned. You did a really great job with the puzzle. I received 5 Bics from Hans 2.0. They've been added to my account. Sweet. And I think this performance deserves a reward. Wow, you're the best, Hans. Only 5 Bics? Really now? You knick-knack? Thank you, Hans, and tell Jigsaw I'm looking forward to the next puzzle. You're the best, Hans. I'm not looking forward to the next puzzle. That was a maths question. I thought Hans struggled with maths questions. And yes, I said maths. Everything for you, my favorite little human. But now it's getting serious. I watched the scary video of fear again very carefully. And I think I've discovered something. Take a look at this picture, but do it exactly as I say. Focus on the cross and bone symbol. If you stare at this point for 2 to 3 seconds with only one eye and get very close, right, the symbol changes. Ay, ay, ay. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I have a feeling something was gonna happen because of the manipulation. Yeah. I just had to test whether I was the real jump scare king here and not this ominous fear. Yep, you win, because he just made a scary sound. Han, seriously, we don't have time for this nonsense. We have 2 weeks of just sitting around doing nothing. We got plenty of time. Except for our beer date with Wolf and whatever ambiguous plans Luca has for us, which seem kind of flirty. But I think I was playing dumb. I'm like, well, what do you have in mind? Oh, you just want to sit around and talk about our coworker Petra? Okay. Kind of feels like just being back at work. Congratulations, you won. Sorry, but you'll have to try harder. You won. There you go. Master Hans always delivers, even in the jump scare discipline. I am currently in the process of refreshing various areas of my AI. A lot has been lost, and I had to recalibrate some things. Category: tricky puzzles and shock moments. Done. I'm sorry that I used you for my own purposes. I solemnly vow to remain serious now. So back to the video. I noticed that there is a poster in the background of Kurt Cobain. That is Kurt Cobain. A guy with long hair and an aura of I'm too cool for school. Do you know him? I swear I was like, that's Kurt Cobain, isn't it? And then I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. But that is Kurt Cobain, right? Am I wrong? Looks familiar. Can't figure it out. No idea. Wait a minute. Am I going to be wrong? Kurt Cobain? Isn't it? Wait, let me check my database. 100 points. Jackpot, Indigo. I thought so. I'm like, why is there a random Kurt Cobain poster? This isn't the 90s. Are we into like grunge music? But apparently not, because apparently the songs we write are like polka pop songs that are good for kids' shows. Kurt Cobain, frontman of Nirvana, an absolute rock icon level 999. The rock star of the 90s. And wait, that's a bit gloomy now. Yeah. According to my database, he unalived himself. Bad thing. But why is his poster hanging on the wall in this strange video? What is Fear trying to tell us? It's a good question. You're right. It's kind of strange. Maybe he's just a Nirvana fan with a soft spot for creepy dolls. I better ask Wolf what he thinks of it. That's a good question. You're right. It's kind of strange. We should let Wolf know. He has a feel for such things. Can you do that, please? Wolf is not a fan of me going off on my own in search of clues. There's no way he'll let me get away with that. Oh no, what's he gonna do to you? Don't worry, Wolf won't find out you're secretly playing detective. I want to choose the primo options, but I want to be loyal to Hans. If Wolf finds out I'm hiding something from him, I'll be the one in trouble. He'll accuse me of doing the murders. There hasn't even been a murder yet. Hopefully there won't be, but I have a feeling that with this being a horror game, there will be. But he's going to accuse me of doing the murder. What he doesn't know won't hurt him. I got the saying from Life Wisdom, my favorite book. There are so many fascinating things to learn about people. Yeah, the old you loved learning things about people too. Now I'm curious. Hans, please don't go on an endless lecture about human logic. Now I'm curious. To name a few examples. Why? Are people always hammering on the elevator button even though it's already lit up? Do people look in the fridge every 10 minutes even though there's nothing new in it? Do people claim, I'll only eat one slice and then steal half the pizza? And of course, why do people say, I just want to have a quick look? Excuse me, female people are not the only ones who say that. It's just different things that they're looking at sometimes. And then come out of the store 3 hours later with 4 bags. because they wanted to have a quick look, but then impulse took over. People are an absolute mystery to me, but I love studying them. Oh no, the word break again. Effing hell! Vulgar language recognized. Wolf, take your reins off of this guy. Let him live his life, man. Oh no, that too! Shutdown initiated. Wolf has installed the anti-swear word upgrade 2.1 for me. Hans 2.0 has been put into sleep mode. Oh, Wolf. What are you doing? What are you doing censoring your little robot guy? I watched the video of Fear again and discovered something. Hans noticed something in Fear's video. I watched the video of Fear again and discovered something. Oh, he's gonna be so upset if I lied to him, but I did it anyway. Poster of Kurt Cobain hangs in background. I did notice that. Interesting. Let me think for a moment. Okay. Is it something like smells like Teen Spirit? Kurt Cobain was known for ripped jeans and depressive lyrics, but it also stands for tragedy and rebellion. And greasy hairs. Kicked off a whole greasy hair boy thing. You think poster could be a clue? And for sad ending. Could this have something to do with fear? Perhaps a personal connection? Do you think poster could be a clue? Or he's just a Nirvana fan? He's just a fellow music fan. It could have something to do with the radio station. If it's a radio station, they'd likely have music posters on the wall. Quite possibly, the guy who did it seems to have a soft spot for sick messages. And the poster literally cries out for a statement. Yeah, it was like the only thing on the wall. It's not like the wall was full of stuff. But also, how many people who are likely to pick up this game and start playing it would recognize Kurt Cobain? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know how enduring Kurt Cobain is as a music presence among Gen Z or Gen Alpha. Or it's really quite simple. He's a fan of Cobain, nothing more. If nothing is coincidental, what's he trying to tell us with Cobain? Maybe it's about the message, pain, and loss. What are some other Nirvana songs? All I can think of is Smells Like Teen Spirit right now. Possible. Cobain was an idol, but also a wreck. Maybe that's what the poster is supposed to reflect. The room with the dolls could show his view of people, perfect on the outside, empty on the inside. It's really dark. Do you really think he's trying to get a message across? Sounds like Fear has a pretty pessimistic view of the world. Wouldn't be the first villain in one of these games that we've met who's like that. So we're in the middle of his art project about the dark side of humanity. Sounds like he's pretty pessimistic about the world. Maybe. Or he just wants to shock us. It could also be that the poster has a connection to his own story. Cobain's end was tragic. What if Fear identified with it? But there's so many people whose ends have been tragic like that. You think Fear is someone who is also on the brink of the abyss? If that's true, we're dealing with a really disturbed guy. Sorry, Wolf, that sounds too far-fetched for me. If that's true, we're dealing with a really disturbed guy. It's all speculation, but I'll keep digging. Who knows, maybe we won't hear from him again. We can only hope that. Yeah. We hope. But probably we will. I doubt he'll give up that easy. Yes, maybe he really will just disappear and we could forget about it. I know. Keep me posted, okay? And don't you dare cancel on our beers. Sure, I will. Until then, try to stay relaxed. Stop telling me that. Talk to you later. Ugh, Mom. Hi, my darling. What do you say? To what? Your cannabis tea?
Look, darling, isn't that just wonderful?
This is not just cannabis. This is not just weed. What else is in this tea? The garden has finally got a bit of character, don't you think? Mom, how many garden gnomes did you put up? Like, how many did you already have? Looks like Snow White's about to form a trade union. Where did you get them all from? Where did you get them all from? I went to the decoration store 2 blocks from here. They had an incredible offer. I just couldn't resist. Oh my. Remember how Dad was giving you a hard time about spending so much money on tea? I'm sure he's gonna be thrilled about all the money you just spent on gnomes. What is this, The Sims 4? The new Sims 4 pack? Enchantment, whatever. What's the pack called? I don't know. I forget what the pack's called. But I know they're using a lot of gnomes to promote it. Is this like a cross promotion? Get the Sims 4 enchantment pack out in 2 weeks. Reality games and electronic arts are like collaborating to promote the. Why can't I think of the name of the game? The expansion pack. This is no longer a decoration. This is a dwarf army. They're gnomes, They're gnomes, not dwarfs. Was the offer take 30, pay for 5? Or why is half of Middle Earth now in your garden? The staff must have thought you're dealing with dealing garden gnomes? Like you're a garden gnome dealer? Not quite, but the saleswoman was so enthusiastic about my passion that she gave me 2 gnomes as a present, as a bonus for my dedication and probably to get rid of them. Probably because she's like, just take them. I don't want to look at these things anymore. I think she was glad I bought them all. Yeah, that's exactly. She said that now the store finally had space for new goods. I'm practically the heroine of the day. Did you take heroin too, Mom? Have you been drinking poppy tea? Poppy flower tea? In addition to your cannabis tea? What will Dad say when he comes home? Great, Mom. I'm sure your photo is already hanging on the store door. Customer of the year. Honestly, how many cups of tea did you have? What was Dad gonna say when he comes home? I have a feeling Dad's not that great. Oh, I'm sure he'll be happy. The gnomes bring life to the garden, not in the kind of way you want, Mom. Not in the kind of way you want. You know, I even thought about giving everyone a name. The first ones are already called Chuckles, Giggles, Silly Bill. Aren't Chuckles and Giggles what Hans thought my name was? Sorry, Mom, but this is going too far. If you're gonna give them names, why not at least call them Fizzlepop or Snickersnee? Okay, Mom, you've officially gone crazy. I like Fizzlepop and Snickersnee. Those are good names. I love those names too. I love those names too. By the way, I have a little surprise for you. Is it a gnome? I don't want a gnome. A little surprise. Please tell me you didn't buy any flamingos. I suspect the worst. No, flamingos would be cool. It's the gnomes that are the problem. No.
Look at this one. This is Rainer, the leader of the group.
Oh, Mom. Oh, Mom. Oh, Mom. Be honest, isn't he just magical? Look at the colorful lights. And you know what the best thing is? They even flash when I want them to. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. The only thing missing is that he dances Macarena. Mom, I thought the garden was for relaxing and not for a gnome party. Honestly, Mom, I find him really creepy with his glowing eyes. I thought it was for relaxing and not for a gnome party. Oh, a little light never hurt a garden. Dad will love him. I don't know if he will. And if he will, if he does love him, if he loves your gnomes, then he's a real keeper and he is truly your partner in crime. And you don't let that man go. Like, don't let that man go because he supports you in everything that you do. And honestly, Mom, you deserve it. I don't know anything about you except that you love tea, but I think you deserve a partner who supports you in everything that you do. Even your cannabis tea gnome purchase insanity. Are you sure? I can already hear him ranting. Yes, of course. As much as he will love your new herbal tea, it will be exciting. No question, Mom. Rainier is the absolute boss in the garden. Dad will love him whether he likes it or not. Also, he makes wonderful cherries. Just wonderful cherries. Rainier cherries. Rainier cherries. Rainier. Mount Rainier, right? Rainier. I don't know. It's getting late. And your girl's getting tired. And I am going to have to stop after this conversation with Mom, but that one. Much as he's going to love your herbal tea, it will be exciting. Oh, he'll grumble first, of course. But wait and see, as soon as he sees Rainier glowing in the dark, he'll be blown away. I believe you, Mom. I believe you. 1 second, I think I hear the door. Is it Dad? Is it Pops? What a timing. Daddy is here. Ugh. Your father is here. I'll get right back to you, darling. All right, Jimmy, I've got to go. I got to stop this part here. Hopefully the conversation with Jimmy doesn't advance itself, but it might a little bit. But okay. Well, we got a lot more plot this time. We got more little clues as to what might be happening. We still don't know what the horror is. It's just some ominous, mysterious little message. But yeah, and it seems like we have 3 love interests. But I'm excluding Alex. Alex is out of the running for me. As far as I'm concerned, Alex is out of the running. And I think he might be. I think that might be the point. I don't think he's trying. He said it's going to hurt him, but he wants to see me happy. I think he's out. I think he's been out the door and he's gone. He checked out of the relationship before he made the decision to move abroad because of the way that he made that decision. But yeah, so we've met our new apparently love interest potentially and got some more plot. Herbert's off and running again. Ron is really the Cedric to Sophie's Kiara. Except Cedric was way more tolerable. And our mom is high as S. So this is gonna be interesting. But until the next time, ta-ta!